Okay boys, here we are back in Michigan. We are east of Kalkaska. Today we're going to ride Frederic's trail. It's the Frederic ORV trail. It's divided kind of into three sections, a top, middle, and a bottom. First time I've ever ridden it, and let's go ride it together. Ray, who started, just don't want to work anymore. This one looks sandy, boys. Let's take a minute to warm up. Bike's not quite warm yet. A lot of dry, deep sand. Today looks like a nasty storm is just north of us. I wasn't sure if we were going to get hit by it. It's pretty ugly. It definitely didn't get any rain down, so this trail might be slick today. Still got our bike. We're going to warm it up a little. But today, in today's video, we're riding the Rieju MRPro. And we'll see how it does. Haven't ridden it at all yet this year. The front tire, I know, washes out a little more than the one that's on my Ranger. I don't know why. I don't know if they're the same or not, but we'll see how it does in the sand. Yeah, this is some really loose sand, this Frederic trail. See what kind of speed we can get up to once we start getting comfortable. Got some fourth gear action here. Hopefully the southern sections are more in the woods. I kind of have a feeling they will be. More like this. This is pretty sweet right here. Not my favorite kind of trail, but see how it goes. I hear there's lots of sandy hill climbs on this trail. We'll see. Oh man, it's dark. You guys are probably going to have a real blur image. It's really dark today. Like I said, it's overcast. Pretty bad. I didn't plan on this. It's just I got stuck in a rainstorm on the way up there. And hopefully it just missed us. We'll see. Time will tell, right? Not positive how long this whole trail is. guys know I did. Actually, I didn't record my distance. Let's start recording. There we go. Alright, we're recording. I'm kind of learning that I like having a lower G height on my bikes for this kind of riding. That's cool. My Ranger has that adjustable lower length, and I had it at its highest setting in my last ride. And while it didn't really bother me at the high setting, I did tip over a couple times when I had to put my foot out. And I feel like that may not have happened in the lower settings. And this bike, this MRPro, is even taller than the Ranger in the higher setting. So this is like I'm way up on this thing. Like turns here. But it's pretty sandy. So far it's pretty cool. This would be a really good trail right after a rainstorm. So far the up and down hilly sections are pretty cool. There is some sections in the woods like this where the sand is kind of dirt-like. I prefer this stuff by far. Pretty good downhill here. We'll see if we can get into a flow eventually. Haven't ridden this bike in a while. Not feeling it yet. It would have rained just a little bit over here right before I got here. It would have been perfect. Whoa. Twisty uphill here. Should be on my peg. There's a big uphill. Which way the trail going? I'm guessing it goes that way. Yeah. Alright, boys. got like this really deep sand, then the other sections you got that little bit of dirt mixed in, and that stuff's real sticky. I really like that stuff. This stuff can be sketchy at times. Alright, we gotta go this way. Good stuff there. Open area here. Ooh. Super deep sand. Oh, it's like ice. Alright. Pass on these sections, boys, when the sand's just dry. Oh man. Yay, where are we at? Almost to the top. Like riding in the jungle. This reminds me of Tin Cup, or not Tin Cup, oh, what's the name of it? There's a trail to the west of Tin Cup. Alright, back in the woods. Where the good dirt is. I can't remember the name of it. It's just west of Tin Cup. It's super sandy. The trail reminds me of that one. I'll look it up and post it on the screen. There's like little resting areas at the top of every uphill. So this must be a long downhill. Yeah, between this and my Ranger, I prefer the Ranger with this motor. Or maybe not, I don't know. Whoa! Off the bed here, I gotta get up. I probably prefer the Ranger with this suspension. It just has more friendly power band, but I love the mid-range hit on this one. And I can lock tire at any given second. Where right in the mid-range of the Ranger, there's like kind of a little flat spot. But I almost brought my Beta 500. That would have been fun if I wanted to try out the MRPro again. I did my valve adjustment on the Beta 500 the other day. I had one valve, a half mil, or 0.05 of a mil out of sync, out of tolerance, but I tore it all apart to fix it, so it oh, wait a minute. Oh no, we're at the top. We got a ways to go. I feel like that was where we started. I guess not. I think these are pretty accurate. Yeah, the Beta 500 at 30 hours, the left leg side intake valve, it got a little tight. I feel like I've already ridden this section. Hope it's not going in circles. Find out. Really slippery, guys. little bit. I'm not in a flow state, but I'm getting a little smoother here. This section has lots of deeper loose sand. I could start riding my normal pace through that. That deep loose sand just, it messes me up. I think we're getting back to the sandy section. Yep, somewhat. Terrain is that the power band is so smooth. It has plenty of power and it's so smooth it makes riding this kind of stuff fun. This is a little bit of a faster trail. This isn't super technical or tight. It's like a 20 mile an hour trail, average probably. So that's my pace. I like to ride on the band. Almost done with the top loop, guys. Front end just washing out on this area. Gotta shake out my hand. It's getting a little numb. Today I'm running my MRPro in rain mode, just take the edge off the hit. Got quite a bit of power for me. I don't need to accidentally whiskey throttle it. The rain mode doesn't do that much, it just takes the edge off. It's not a huge difference. section of baseball or softball size. Bars on me. Yeah, that's pretty big uphill. Still going. Whew. Numb my hand up a little. Okay. Makes a pretty good time. I really like the Kalkaska ORV North Trail. This is a little bit like that. We're really close to that one. This one's a little sandier, I think. Just keeps getting numb on me. It's not the bike, it's just happens on all my bikes. I think I squeezed a little too hard. Breaker there. So, okay boys, so we rode this whole top loop. We started right there about, so we hadn't ridden this little hill. I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna take this green line, which is this one, and connect it to the red. So this is a big loop. We started there, so we probably did like eight or so miles. I'm gonna start on this red. I'm probably not gonna do the southern section because I'm probably gonna do like 30 miles. That's gonna be my limit. So let's go do that and we'll check it out. Unless it's really fast, then I might continue on. But I think with all this sand, it won't be that crazy fast. So we'll see. Alright, wait. Big rockets right there. Whoa, almost lost control there, boys. Hold on, I gotta adjust my phone mount. Deer tracks on the trail. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's see how we do here. Let's take it easy in those crazy sandy areas, boys, because I'm not feeling those areas today. But this dark dirt, I like this. I get good traction on it. Ooh, big downhill. Malcolm Smith once said, downhill is nothing than a long straightaway. Wow, Jesus Christ. He didn't say that. What the hell did he say? He said something about a downhill being a long straightaway of some sort. Long downhill straightaway? I'm not sure what he said. It's something like that. Where does this go? I'll post it on the screen whatever he said. Ooh, now this looks more my speed. Alright, boys. I don't know, we'll find out. On this bike, it's easy for me to grab a handful of throttle by accident and throw me. I gotta be careful. Yeah, it's still sandy. Counterclockwise, it looks like. Looks like there's a sand pit down there. I don't need any more sand in my life. Alright boys, we're going to give you a shortened version of Frederic. I'll take out my best parts. Because this trail is pretty hard, it's really sandy. And it is causing me all kinds of grief. I had almost a couple get off. That tree. Whoa. probably a big uphill. Man, these sandy downhills, they can be tricky. Front edge is all over. I need to put my fatty front tire on. I never did. All over there. There's tracks down. Somebody was riding this trail recently and they got tracks. And they're having as hard a time as me, looks like, in this sand. Well, I'm not the only one. Oh man, this is hard. We're getting some elevation here, boys. Trail, there's some hill climbs here. There's a big one right there. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing no hill climbs today, boys. I'm just here for the trail. If I was with a party, yeah, I check out all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But me being all alone, I don't want to get in a crash. Have to deal with it myself. Telling you guys, so last week or the week before I went and I tried to do the TWAT. The TWAT is the Trans-Wisconsin Adventure Trail, and it's not a hard trail. It's like a BDR style trail, like a BDRX. And I might slow down a little here when I'm talking to you guys, but that trail is a pretty cool trail. I think it was created by a guy named Cannon Shot. I'm not positive on that. I could be wrong. But it's for Jeeps and motorcycles, pretty much for big bikes, big adventure bikes. And it's just a bunch of gravel roads, paved roads, and dirt roads out in the woods. And you can take it from the southwestern edge of Wisconsin all the way to Lake Superior. So years ago, my brother recently passed. He did that adventure, and he did it on a Husqvarna T610. And I don't know why, but I just wanted to kind of do it to honor him. He did a ride report. He put it on Adventure Rider, and I just felt like I needed to do it to experience what he experienced. It was years ago before we both got back into motorcycles, and it was kind of a cool ride. I was neat to see his little ride report the first time he ever put one on Adventure Rider. I think his username was Shovelhead because he had a Harley, I think. And he had a good time, but he got soaked. He got rained on, and he said the rain was just brutal. So he did it early in the year, and I attempted to do it on a Himalayan 450 a couple weeks ago. And right now it's June, so I went out up there and I rode the same route, and I got to a section, and it was far up. It was probably 100 or 150 miles from Lake Superior, and whoa, shoot. But I got on this trail. It's a motorcycle ORV only trail. It looks like it was made by the state because they have all sorts of gravel on the trail, and it's really a cool trail. Lots of up-down stuff. It's a little wider than this, and it was in the woods, so there were like no weeds like this everywhere, just lots of woods. And I'm out there riding the trail, and you know, in the beginning it was I'm just having fun. And as I'm riding it further and further, it started to get uphills like this, little ones. And on the heavy 450, you know, for the most part that stuff's not that hard. But as I get in further, it started raining, and then it started downpour. Oh no! I went to a spider web. Spider, there was a spider on that one. All right. So as I started riding this trail, it started raining, and it started raining harder. And then I started to get deep in the woods, and there was lots of puddles forming, and these were big puddles. Some of the puddles were already there before the rain, but now we're getting into deep puddles, like they're blocking the whole trail. So I'm out, I'm 400 miles from home, I'm deep in the woods, and there's these puddles that block the whole trail. I don't know how deep they are, and I start crossing a couple, and I'm like, you know, these are getting kind of deep. I don't know, if something happens to me, nobody's gonna find me way out in the woods here. And oh, excuse me. And I kept going. I kept going through this trail, and it started raining harder and harder. The puddles were getting bigger and bigger. And I started bypassing the puddles. I'd go through the woods. I'd like go around the edge of the puddle. And I almost got stuck in one spot. It was really muddy. And you know, Himalayan is not exactly light. And I was like, uh-oh. So I probably should find an escape route on this trail, because I didn't want to get stuck in there. My GPS stopped working because the raindrops were hitting it, and I ended up getting out of there. But it was really fun, you know. It's like one of those things you'll never forget. And after that, I started missing home, but I also couldn't use my GPS. The GPS was completely inoperable. Anytime a raindrop would hit it, it was like my finger touching the screen. So I had two GPSs. I tried to put one under plastic, and that didn't work out so good because I couldn't read it. And then I tried to put the other one, I just tried to use it. I couldn't use it. It kept changing the screen on me. I need a button on it that locks the screen. But I ended up backing out of the route at that point. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. So all this BDR stuff is new to me. I'm still getting used to it. My hard part for me is leaving my family, leaving my wife. I mean, my kids are all grown up and out of the house, and leaving my dog. We had 2 dogs. One recently passed, right before my brother passed. And my other one doesn't know what to do. He's German Shepherd, and he's really old. He's like 12 years old, and he's my buddy. And I have a hard time leaving him, and my wife too. But I start missing them. You know, you start riding, you start thinking about home, and you're like, I'm just gonna head back. But on top of that, my back started hurting from the long ride. I got a bad back, and I just decided to call it. I had enough of the ride at that point. I didn't finish it, and on the way back home, I was going through Illinois, and Illinois is a pain. I didn't take the highway, I took the side roads, and Illinois traffic, once you get near the city, it's just a nightmare. And at one point, I got rerouted because of a road closure, and I had to go like 10 miles further from my home. And then at another point, there was a car accident, and the police had the road blocked, and I had to go another 10 miles because whatever town I was in, they didn't have any. They had like an airport. You had to go around the airport, and it just was a big headache. So long story short, as I'm going through down the road 20 miles away from my house, you know, I'm so far. I just drove like 400 miles, 500 miles to get back home, and now I gotta drive further away from my house instead of go towards it. I see like the sky was really cloudy. You know, it was like overcast all day. It was on-off rain, and the sky opens up and shines all these God rays right in front of me on the road, and I'm like, what the hell? That's my brother from wherever he's at, fucking with me, and I'm like, he's pissed at me because I didn't finish the Trans-Wisconsin Adventure Trail. So he's causing all the road closures and accidents and making me drive farther away from home. He don't want me to go home. And he's just teasing me. So it was a funny moment, but you know, it kind of cracks me up. It's something he would do. You know, if he's somewhere that he could do that kind of stuff, he would do it. He'd pull strings. So, but long and short of it is, you know, like I had a really good time riding that route. I kind of like riding, you know, I like riding the woods, the harder sections, and I like having the nice road section in between them to, you know, kind of, you know, just kind of relax. You know, like you get a break from the harder section. And I don't really like climbing like a mountain for an hour and then coming down the other side. I did that on Chattahoochee once, but the quad is just kind of hilly. It's not super mountainy. But the whole area on the western edge of Wisconsin is really cool. So I enjoyed it, what I did. Eventually I'm going to go back and finish it. Maybe we'll see. I ordered a backrest for my Hemi. We'll see how that works, because my back is a big problem for me for long rides. And I don't know how to slow down. I just ride until I get so exhausted I get a hotel. And it's probably not the right way to do it. Most people do like 200 miles a day. But for me, I ride like as far as I can go. It's really sandy here, buddy. Real sandy. funny. My leg got squished and I had to lift it up and then I whacked it. But I think I'll be okay. I really like these sections in the woods, but not the sandy one. Where are we? We're almost to the bottom. When I talk to you guys, time just flies by for me. I know I'm not riding at a super crazy pace, but I'm riding at a decent clip. The third gear pace. Got my knee a little bit. Whew. My left hand's getting a little numb. Normally my left hand don't get numb. Back in a little log there. Whoa. There's a big branch. Tree stump sticking out of the corner there. You gotta shake out. Make a decision coming up soon how much riding we want to do today. Here's my decision point. Okay. Why'd my route stop? What? I don't know what happened there. So we've gone. Okay, so we did this whole top section, that whole side, and we probably did 14 miles. 14 miles. If we go back, we'll end up like 20 miles or something. Let's continue on. Let's go do the whole thing. All right. All right, buddies. Let's continue on. Let's do the whole route. I think I can handle it. Unless it goes into an open area. If it does that, I might turn around. Seems like we're on the edge. Alright. Doesn't seem like many people ride down this one compared to other ones. southern Kalkaska loop. I might ride that one tomorrow or the next day, maybe on the way home. I might give it a try. If it's as good as the northern one, it'd be fun. Maybe it'll rain between now and then. I thought that storm was gonna hit hard, but it just pushed north. I think we just missed it. I feel like there's a spider on my nose. Stuck my helmet, my helmet in push my goggles. Now everything feels weird. Alright boys, let's see if we can get a float going. Maybe we can get something worthy of video without killing ourselves. Gotta be careful on these blind corners. This is the soil I like. Front end was pushing. Front sprocket I have, but I got a 52 rear. It's better for single track than this faster Flowy stuff. I gotta hit fourth on this. got bit on my neck. Open area, it's going to be sandy. Wait a minute. This all goes that way. We're going to be in this for a while, I think. Well, boys, it's going to be sandy. 26th birthday, man. Oh, man. So this weekend was my daughter's 26th birthday. We just went and visited her and took her to Texas Roadhouse. It was good. I like hanging out with her. Both my kids. They're fun. Miss them since they moved away. But we'll go see them eventually. That southern tip. Really? Whoa! Holy crap! I think my glue on my grip broke on that one. I gripped it so tight. Front end just tucked on that downhill. Sand sometimes it'll just grab you. Starting to get sore. Yeah, these old knees. They struggle. Something that feels like I got wedged between my camel pack and my back. Oh, finally, we're at the southern tip. Came out here and dumped all their garbage. Alright boys, we need a little break. Feel like I got bugs all over me. Looks like we missed the storm for the most part. Wood. You can kind of see it going that way. Alright boys, we made it all the way to the southern tip. Let's see what our battery's at. We got half a battery, so that's good. I think we can make it back on a full battery. We're at 7. Actually we're at like 18 or 19 miles. Get back into our flow. This is a real sandy area. I feel like I'm in fourth gear. Yeah, I was in fourth. Okay boys, we're back at it. We got our camera working again. I have a whole bunch of SD cards on me, but they're all full. I forgot to empty all my SD cards, and I forgot to put my big one in my camera before I left my house, so now I have all these old ones. So hopefully I got enough storage space for all the rides I do. Alright boys, heading back to the car now. We're on the return loop of the trail. I think this is a straighter leg. So, see how it goes. Knees are getting sore. Downhills here. The trail is actually really good. It's just sandy. A little sandier than I'd like it. Good dirt. No, didn't last long. tired, so it's hard for me to stand up and let her eat. So this is the pace. This is my finished pace. Woo, standing there. This is like a connector. This connects the south section and the middle section. Look at these berms. Whoa! So cool. Epic berms. That's a big hill. We gotta go straight across, huh? Yep. Jump right in the middle of the trail there. Whoa. Stand swallowing me. This section right on the edge of the log area, and the stand's real deep. Whoa, this is a log area now. Stand's real deep in here. ugly if we did. That was a tree stump right in the middle of the trail. South a little bit and then back north. We gotta go through the logged area here again. Yeah, my knees are about put in place. I can't really stand much. 2 surgeries and 54-year-old knees. They can only last like 20 to 30 miles before they start feeling it. All over the place, sand deep. Supposed to get tired. Take a little break here. Looks like we got one last section right here. That nastiness. Alright. Start section. Some of this. Whoa! Trying to start third. I think that's third. Like the fourth. I hope this last section is not logged all the way to the woods. I mean, all the way to the car. That would suck. The uphills are a pain in the butt. my engine is out of gas. Cool downhill. Real sandy though. Whoa. These are some wild up and downs there. They'd be pretty epic if they weren't so sandy. Turn off rain mode to see if there's a difference on these uphills. Feels like it's got more torque when going up these uphills. What's the bounce there? using my brake. Wait a minute. Oh, we gotta go parking lot. We missed the parking lot. We're going the wrong way. Hook in my bed. Oh my God. Okay boys, we just finished Frederic's. It's a 50-inch motorcycle ATV ORV trail, and we just finished it on the Rieju MRPro. And this is your parking lot. It's pretty big. There's an outhouse, there's your map, there's your parking, there's your entrance. The trail itself, this is my first ride on this trail, and I would have to say that this is a good trail. It's very sandy. I would say it's like 60-40 sand dirt. The stuff you get in the woods, I mean, there's a lot of sections in the woods. This is Frederic here. There's 3 sections. There's a south section, a middle section, and a north section. So here's your north section. Your middle's like here, and your south's there. If you can see that, it's hard to see. I'll put a map on the screen. But overall, it was all good. The west side from the parking lot is the hilliest and flowiest, but it's also pretty sandy. Overall, there was sand pretty much everywhere. You didn't get away from it. There are some sections in the woods that the trail is got primo dirt. It's like the nice brownish dirt that gives you the great traction. When you hit those sections, it's awesome. You can go really fast, but for the most part, the sand's deep in this trail, and it'll cause you to wash out. You might want to get a fatty front tire. I've never run one, but I hear they're really good in sand. So yeah, my first impression of this trail is I like it. It's a good trail. We did like 28 miles. We did almost the entire thing. I think we missed one connector in one tiny little section, and we did it in an hour. Okay, so I just checked. We did like 28 miles. I started tracking a little bit late, but we did it in like an hour 42. So that's pretty good. We did the whole thing. We went around the entire outside and one connector or 2 connectors, I think. But yeah, this trail is awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. I would definitely try and come right after a rainstorm. It'll be heaven then. This trail will be amazing if it just rained. But for the most part, today it was really dry. We missed the storm. I don't know if you can see that way, but it is extremely dark. When I started riding this trail, my camera was probably having a really hard time because it was so dark. Hopefully I got my settings right, because I screwed them up on the way over here, and there's a darkness setting that I set to auto. I don't know if I normally set it to auto, but hopefully it's good. But overall, I had a good day. So I'll catch you guys in the next one, and thanks for hanging out with me. And this was the first ride of Frederic's ORV trail in Michigan, just east of Kalkaska. So I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. See you later.